I never took rocks for drugs. Guys, yeah, this is rocks for drugs. I never took rocks for drugs. I never took rocks, guys. This is rocks for drugs. I never took rocks for drugs. Guys, this is rocks for drugs. I never took rocks for drugs. I never took rocks for drugs.
Wheels spin on the ground. Sky dark rolls a sound. Echo in the heart's core. Ride like never before. Pedals screaming, wind howl. Freedom rushes through the soul. Chase the night, break the dawn. Never stop, keep rolling on.
Yo, dudes. Good morning, everyone. Colin here over at Inside Cycling World. It's Sunday morning, dudes. June 7th, just after 5 a.m., dudes. Today, the Dauphine. The Dauphine Libre. The Criterium de Dauphine. Whatever you want to call it. It's got a new name this year. Maybe it's been the name for the last couple of years. The Tour, the 70th Tour of Rhone-Alpes. One of the last tune-up races, probably the most critical tune-up race before the Tour de France. Generally, June will be the Dauphiné and the Tour de Suisse later in the month. I think Tour de Suisse takes off on June 15th, I believe. No, June 17th, maybe. I think there's 2 days in between. I think this one ends, I believe, next Sunday or Monday. It's 8 stages anyways. Yeah. And then we got 2 days before Tour de Suisse, then the Tour de France. And then the Tour de France, guys. So at this one here, we got some absolute bangers, guys. This is quite the start list at this one. We've got Paul here. We have Isaac Del Toro here. João Almeida's here. Guys, let's get into it. It's going to be a brutal race. This one's known for its climbing. Outside of the TT, I think there's right around 3,000. I'd say on average over 3,000 meters of climbing every single day. So let's just jump in here, guys. Let me just get things set up. Oh, don't even have my phone ready. Don't have my chat ready right now. So they started racing at 3:30 this morning for me. Actually, 3:15 in the morning. And I was kind of like, yeah, that's going to be a hard one for me. Video footage is still not here. We're just in the preamble. You know, the commentators talking about all the stuff that they get hand-fed to them. And, but yeah, dudes, on this one today, we have 5 categorized climbs. We have 3 category 2s, a little smidgen of a category 3 in the middle, and a category 1 near the end. Looks like that one's only about 20 kilometers from the end. We've had a break away for most of the day. A break, get that? A break away for most of the day. Dudes, in the pipe, 5x5, right? In the pipe, 5x5. Got some hitters in there. Alex Baudin, Raul Garcia Pernia. Guys that could be lethal at this race, that have finished very well before. Dudes, let me just get this set up here still. I'm not even close to being set up here. This happens every time we do this, guys. It happens every time. I imagine there won't be many people here today. That's okay. It's only because I don't even know if anyone actually does the Dauphiné like this. So I'm going to just close that down. We're going to watch this here. Going to see me on camera. And Eddie's here. Welcome back, Colin, after a disastrous live stream last week. Oh, dude, I know it was terrible. Oh, Eddie's saying 5 more days before the biggest and famous event in the World Cup. Dude, yeah, so I think World Cup started this weekend, right? Didn't it start? Yeah, because I saw Steven Cycles was posting that Scotland was beating Bolivia or something 4-0, I believe. Dude, I know so little about it. You know, it's the fact that it's actually happening kind of in Canada. Well, in Canada. Aaron's here. Good morning. Welcome back to the Livestream World. Yeah, dude. So last weekend, what happened? Yeah, so we had that big storm. Yeah, we had a storm kick in on Saturday. Guys, what I'm going to do is just... Guys, I got this coverage too. I like this coverage here. This reminds me exactly of the Tour de France last year, guys. If you go back to last year and go back to July 5th of last year, my first Tour de France video, you'll see this layout. So I think this is the official layout that they like to use. It's basically the same thing. We've got a few more maps we can use here. Lots of good data right in front of the screen. I will flip back and forward between all of them though. So we've got Tour Tracker going too. And we also have PCS here. It's 135 from our front group of 9. Back to the peloton. And the latest news I've just heard is that Matthew Ricca-Frickentello has had to abandon the race already. So apparently he was sick last night before the race. They're saying most likely food poisoning. Basically, he's got an upset tummy and probably having explosive diarrhea. Just saying. Let's just put it out there. You know that feeling, right? So he had to abandon the race early. Key lieutenant here for Paul. So this is going to be quite interesting to see how this works out. And what they'll do with Matthew going forward for the rest of the month, needing a tune-up. Now, if you're just jumping in, we don't have Poggy here. Poggy is going to be doing the Tour de Suisse. And the Tour de Suisse has really been dialed back, guys. It's really been dialed back. I think it's down to 5 stages now. So this is the premier tune-up race. Last year, Poggy won this. Jonas was second, I think, at about a minute. And Florian, third. Remco, fourth, if I remember correctly. So we had that huge storm blow in last Saturday. And guys, it was a huge storm for Saturday night, all day Sunday, Sunday night, all day Monday, Monday night, all day Tuesday. Right into Wednesday, we're still getting rain off and on. Average rainfall across Alberta was 100 millimeters. It's 2.5 inches. Winds, continuously 60k an hour, 35 mile an hour winds, gusting to over 60 miles an hour. So that one morning when I was on, I lost power 2 times during the stream. What's funny is I didn't lose it anymore after that. Even though the wind was crazy. It was just the first couple of blips of it, but I was so off my game. I'm I'm out. I just couldn't risk it anymore. Winds look dead calm at this race. Let's just take a look at the weather during the race. Average temperature is nice and cool here today. It's only 23 degrees max temperature. That's Celsius. And the winds are very calm at this race. Again, dudes, okay, we got 2 more abandonments. Brady Gilmore and Rotem Tane. This dude here is really rider. Just trying to see what happened to them. See if we got any notifications from the race. Was there a crash or anything? Yeah, no crashes here. So we got Aaron here. We got Eddie here. Just getting dialed back in, guys. Yeah, Aaron, dude, exactly. Oh, just friendly matches. Okay, just friendly matches. Okay, gotcha. Dude, I'll watch it at some point. You know what I don't like about World Cup, guys? And I don't want to beat up soccer too much. Here in Canada, it's just the hype. It's just the hype train. And I feel like asking all the people that are on the hype train, hey, dude, how's your team last week? They don't even know who's on the team. It's just, it's team whoever. It's team whoever. I'm not a fan of that stuff. I'm really not. I'm just not. I support Team Canada. Well, where are you from? Oh, I'm from Canada. Well, yeah, okay, that makes sense. Yeah, gotcha. It's just, if you're a hardcore soccer fan, this is the glory for you. This is your time of year. But, they're selling all sorts of World Cup merchandise everywhere, and people are buying it that have probably never watched a game in their lives. It's just kind of goofy to me. But, Aaron, the Giro Donne, well, we know what happened to Lorena. I'm still in a full disagreement with that. They need to learn how to weigh bikes properly, especially when, so again, her bike, guys, was 20 grams under out of 6.8 kilogram weight limit. That's 6,800 grams is what the bike has to weigh at a minimum. That's the rule. That rule was put in way back when, I think in the early 90s, when carbon bikes were first coming out, and they were all like, oh my, these carbon bikes are going to destroy the steel bikes. We got to make a weight limit. Guys, you can go buy a lighter bike than that right now at a good bike shop. So anyways, so it's kind of an old rule. It's 20 grams on 6,800 grams, which seems a little bit, you're driving at 60 miles an hour. You're driving at 100 kilometers an hour. You get pulled over doing 1 mile over. Should your license be taken away? Probably not. Because that's kind of what happened to her. I just lost my video feed. Okay, it's back. But either way, the rule is the rule. That's how it is. She raced on that bike all season. So what are they going to do? Take all her victories away? Maybe they should do that too. Well, why don't we just do that? So yeah, I was having a little bit of a boycott. And then, yeah, so Aaron, dude, exactly. I was going to come back for yesterday's stage. And I'm so glad I didn't when I saw how they kind of killed the stage off. I mean, how did they not know that before the stage? So yesterday's stage, guys, if you haven't seen it, it was cut short. It was 2 climbs. Was it the Finisterre? And that's the gravel climb at the top. Last used by Simon Yates. I think it was last year. To escape. And then Sestriere at the end. They abandoned Sestriere altogether. And I think I'm not even sure if they got to the top of the Finisterre. I'm not sure. There was bits of ice and stuff overhanging the roads that they were afraid was going to come down onto the road and cause an avalanche or something like that. How did they not know this the night before? That's all I want to say about these Giro organizers or UCI organizers, whoever they are. That should have been known because that affected the race. They were riding like, okay, we got this to do, get over the top, and I've got the last climb of the day to kind of win the race. Some of them didn't even know at the finish line that it was the finish line. I'm like, how did you not know? Okay. Yeah, so Aaron, I had every intention to, and I forget what happened yesterday. Oh, I had to go back to the bike shop again, get my bike again, because, so dudes, I dropped my bike off at the bike shop again on Friday, because they were like, hey, Colin, we need your bike back. We got the wheel in. Dropped my bike off. Guys, we only got 60 kilometers remaining in this one. Short stage is only 146 kilometers, but I think it's 3,200 meters of climbing today. 5 categorized climbs. We got 9 riders in the breakaway right now. I'll show you where we are in the world. Dropped my bike off on Friday. Come back in a couple hours. I got a message. Hey, Colin, sorry, dude. That wheel we got, the hub, whatever, blah, blah, blah. We thought it was a 10-speed. Your bike's an 11. Yeah, it is. So then he sent me all these options, like 12 different wheel options. One wheel was going to cost like half of what I paid for the bike years ago. I'm like, how about I just take my bike back? And I just put it back on the trainer. And the Jake's back here right now, guys. I said, just get me a cheap option for the back. I don't care how long it takes. I just want my bike back. So I went and grabbed the bike yesterday morning, banged out just a quick 30K, 20 miles, and then I was out and about for the day yesterday. I had to go out in public. Colin had to go out in public, guys. So this is where we're at, guys. We started here on the map. Does everything look okay? Yep, everything looks okay. I look really tired today, don't I? Interesting. Very interesting. Need another coffee. Came home last night, laid on the couch. Even this morning, sometimes, guys, I sit here in the morning, I just stare at these screens and go, huh, yeah. Yeah, so we do have about 3,200 meters of climbing here. We've climbed half the distance already. Got the policeman out on force here, watching out for the road furniture, whatever you want to call it. Visma on the front. And guys, really good lineups here at this race. Really good lineups. Let's take a look at that right now. So, I don't even have to say anything about UAE, do I? Del Toro, Almeida, Cosnefroy, Ivo Oliveira, Pavel Sivakov, Pablo Torres, Kevin Vermarque. Visma's got Jorgensen. I think this is Jorgensen's first race back. Yeah, it is. Jorgensen's first race back. Eduardo Affini, Bruno Amaral, Ben Tullet, Wout van Aert is back. Check out Net Company Ineos. We got Oscar Onley. Dudes. Yeah, 4th in the GC at the Tour de France last year. Kevin Volkalon's here. Was Kevin on 6th or 7th at the Tour de France last year? Where does it show that? 7th at the Tour de France last year. So they've got a strong team here too. 2 GC riders for sure. Josh Charling, time trialist, I believe. Yep, all-out TT rider. Look at this big boy, 1.94 meters tall. Oh, dude, we got dam action. I think this is live dam action here. Spillways are flowing here. The water levels are quite high. They are around here, dudes. The water levels are high around here. The Bow River was overflowing its banks in a few places, but not a crazy flood. Let me just wipe that off there. But I came home yesterday. I was out for pizza. And in some of the fields, remember guys, I've lived out here 13 years. There's standing water. I've never seen standing water in those fields. So yeah, 2.5, 3 inches of rain, whatever it was, that's a lot of rain. Ineos getting organized on the front here now. It's 133 to the breakaway group, 58 kilometers to go. Got a Yuso back. Julian Bernard, Leonard Kamna, Quinn Simmons back in action, guys. Where's Quinn been all year? We haven't seen Quinn since Amstel Gold Race. Look at this hair on this dude. Every time I want to cut my hair, I look at dudes like this and think, yeah, I got to grow it out. Or maybe go with the Jonas mustache. I'm thinking about that too. Let's ponder that for a bit. Yeah, Decathlon, Paul, Leo Bissot, Stefan Bissinger, Dan Houle, big guy. Aurelien Peripontre, Nicolas Prudhomme, and we lost Matthew Riccatello due to a Dumoulin dump, perhaps. See a rider riding on the curb here. Total Energies, guys. He fully went up on the curb on the grass, had to bunny hop off, a la Peter Sagan. Ben Healy in the mix, you guys. Michael Leonard for Canada. I think he had some really good results earlier this year. Yeah, Tour of Romandy, 17th place. 22 years old from Oakville, Ontario. I know that for a fact. Basque Country, 36th place. Yeah, look at this guy. He's getting a lot of riding time here. Perhaps a GC rider for Canada. We'll bounce back again. Ineos in the white shorts today, guys. Whitish, grayish shorts. They keep changing it up. Yeah, and they're saying Net Company Ineos pulling. Dorian Goudon is here. Only Laurent Duplessis. I think it's Laurent Duplessis. Carlos Rodriguez, not Christian. Kevin Vauquelin, Only. Strong team here, guys. Strong team. Gonna get caught up in the chat, dudes. Yeah, Riccatello leaving earlier. Not surprising, a race that has Lars Kraps. I think Lars Kraps, yeah, Intermarché Wanty? I think that's who he is. Lars Kraps, maybe? Yeah, he is. Lotto Intermarché. Okay, Intermarché Wanty, not around anymore. That's the old name, but Lotto Intermarché now. Lars Kraps. Yeah, here he is. Mr. Kraps himself. Oh, yeah, Sir Kraps. Sir Kraps himself. Dude, there it is. Sir Kraps himself. That's what Matthew Riccatello did today. Yeah, it would have been a really good climbing team if he was with him. Browsing Rails back. Hello, some Lidl versus Visma beef cooking up with... oh, yeah, dude, exactly. Grisha is going over to Lidl Trek, but not till after the tour. So, kind of weird, right? What's going to happen during the tour? Oh, and also Andy Schleck being at the top of it. So Andy Schleck's like management of Lidl Trek. I didn't know about that part, Rail. Let me know more about that. Yeah, we're just calling it the Dauphine, guys. You can call it the Libre, the Dauphine Libre if you want. I'm just calling it the Dauphine. It's always been the Dauphine. It always will be the Dauphine. From when I first started following cycling, it was kind of like the big event. Juan Ayuso going for a bike change. Number 21 for Lidl Trek here. And looks like, yeah, he's doing a full bike change. Just put his bike on the front of the car. Car's still trailing through here. Let's look for something good coming up out of Wanty. So, yeah, Lidl Trek next year too, guys, is going to be on fire. Going to be on fire here. If you haven't heard, Felix Gall made some kind of announcement that he's going to Lidl Trek. Taking his main lieutenant Mühlberger with him. I think that's an Austrian rider, I believe. Yeah, Real saying, even if the Sestria stage went full, I still believe Van der Breggen was untouchable. Yeah, probably, dude. Yeah, so I sat down to watch it. I think it was yesterday after pizza. It's just disappointing to me. Like, they found out 8 kilometers from the top of the climb that the race was going to be neutralized there. I'm like, how did you only find out now? How now? Yeah. There was some commentary, I don't know if it was Australian commentary, and someone was saying, well, I'm not a geologist, but that doesn't look stable to me. Yeah, geology doesn't involve snow. Okay? Just saying. Doesn't involve snow. But yeah, I get what she was trying to say. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I would have made them ride through it. I would have went Andy Hampsten, 1988. Was it the Gow or the Gavia? Was it 88? Yeah. Guys, there's a monstrous blizzard. Snowbanks are 12 feet deep at the top. Yeah, walk it off. Walk it off, bro. Right? Just walk it off. Ride through it. Yeah, I guess they're getting softer. They're getting softer. I could pull some David Goggins right now. Yeah, so Giro's still on today, and I think there's another big climb stage, guys. But again, I'm full, slightly boycotting it. Slightly boycotting it. Aaron saying, Nuremberg move, Grisha is really surprising. Is this the end of his... Dude, the fact that they announced it before the Tour de France to me is kind of mind-boggling. And the fact that even Gall mentioned that he's going... They never really say anything beforehand. They're like just announcing it now. Before it was like just rumors, the silly season. Rail, boycott. This year I'm boycotting the Tour. I have enough radiation poisoning with 2 aliens. 3 is just too much. I would end up like Marie Curie. You know who that is, guys. You know who that is. Guys, I think this might be the best Tour de France in years. Poggy, Jonas looking so confident, so powerful out there. I don't want to get on the hype train too much because you never know. Like, Poggy might just eradicate him, right? We got Paul coming up now. Let's just throw in... I mean, who knows? I'm going to say Paul might be too inexperienced to win the Tour yet. Because he doesn't have a 3-week race under his belt yet. So, yeah, that's a big step up. But he's going to be right there. You know, we got Remco there for some excitement. We've got Onley, Vauquelin, all those dudes. So many GC contenders that could come into play. But yeah, it's going to be our top 3. That's what it's coming to. Yeah, Aaron, I saw the end line of Giro was very old school and cool. Even it was like a string across the road. And there were riders going, that's it? I'm like, how did they not know? So I was watching going, okay, they're going to attack soon. They've still got time. And then it's like, oh, you got no more time. You basically got to go. You got to destroy her right now. But yeah, I was mostly impressed with Isabella Holmgren. Let's go back and take a look at her. So the ladies Giro right here. Actual GC. 21 years old from Canada. Yeah. Guys, it's and not because she's Canadian, but the fact that we're getting this caliber of riders coming out of Canada. It's just not as big as everywhere else in the world. This is not our sport. Just not. CX rider, kind of like adventure gravel rider too, from what I know. Has had a lot of huge wins already. Where's her CX profile here? I don't know enough about her, but like she's gigantic. She has a twin sister as well. Ava Holmgren. 21 years old. I guess they're twins. And they have a brother, Gunnar. I think, and I don't know enough about Gunnar. He's 26 years old. I think the sisters are like the shizzle. I think their parents are both pro athletes too. I think their parents were downhill skiers. Pretty sure. At like an extremely high level. Don't know who they are. That's okay. So yeah, she was hanging right there. So at the end yesterday, it was Vollering, it was Van der Briggen, it was Holmgren, and fourth rider, Niedermeyer, I believe it was. Yeah, it's Antonio Niedermeyer right here from Canyon SRAM. Those 4 were in a class of their own. Reuser was off the back early yesterday. Rode really well, though, within her pace. She just paced herself. She just sat behind them 10, 15 meters all the way and wasn't getting dropped. When they got to the gravel, though, it all changed. It's 104 now from the peloton to the breakaway. And it looks like, Wout van Aert going out the back early here, guys, riding with an NSN rider. Let's get back to the Dauphine. Heading on back. Still 3 categorized climb, guys. We're on the third to go. It's a category 2. It's 2.4 kilometers, but quite steep. 10.2% average gradient. So it looks like Wout's out the back early. Yeah, we got here. Drop from the peloton, our Stefan Bissinger. João Almeida dropped from the peloton. Okay, what's going on with João, guys? What is going on with João? Why is he getting dropped so early? Yeah, that's kind of scary, isn't it? Ethan Hayter's been dropped. Wout van Aert. João should not be dropping out of the peloton this early. Okay, we're still watching here, guys. Looking at Caja Rural rider just going out the back now. This must be Alex Diaz here. He is dropping out of that front group of 9 riders. The EF rider here, number 74. Who is that? Okay, he's just been punted out. Let me figure out who this is, guys. Alistair McKellar. Just losing contact with that group. Sam Watson here for Net Company Ineos. Looks like he's trailing out the back here too. Not expected to be right at the very front. Yeah, guys, damage is already occurring here. Jayco boys riding with some Red Bull guys. They're all chit-chatting. Guys, brutal. Day one. Day one. Okay, we're going to fully catch up with the chat now. Rail, that finisher stage, a bit like the Isseran stage Bernal won. Yeah, the cancellation. Yeah, at least, yeah, they were told where the finish line was going to be. Regarding that Tour de France stage, yeah, that was a total shock. They were like, we're done? Like, no one knew at that point. That one was even more hectic and confusing. And this is why I always say, and other people say this too, guys, they need to flip-flop the Vuelta and the Giro. Put Vuelta at the beginning of the year, Giro at the end of the year. Giro has high climbs. Vuelta has high climbs. Spain is going to be warmer than northern Italy in the springtime. Still technically spring. We're not really at summer yet. So when we're getting nice and high, there's going to be snow up there. We see this happen every frickin' year. So let's flip them. Right? Have the Vuelta early on. There should be very little snow left up there. It's a lot warmer there. And not neutralize these stages. Aaron saying wheel and tire prices for, yeah, I've gone nuclear sky high. Everything's expensive now. Everything is expensive. Oh, Rail's got a good comment here. Even if Del Toro and Almeida were as oiled up as Landa and Carapaz in 2019, I don't think there's anything that can be done to stop Seha. Dude, we're going to see it happen. Dude, here's a cool one too. Which group is it? I feel like looking it up. So I've never seen that name before. Paul Seha. Sexy. Whatever you want to call him. Seha. Just say it however you want. Paul. I'm just going with Paul now. I don't even have to say his last name anymore in cycling. Everyone knows who Paul is. Pello Bilbao here for Bahrain Victorious. Just riding on the back of the main peloton. I saw the name again just this week. Just this week. And in fact, we're going to do it live, guys. We're going to do this live for you. Dario. No. Sorry, guys. Dario. Oh, Colin. I wonder if I can find it. Sorry, guys. Typing in the dark here. This guy, he's a bass player. And yeah, dude. He's a good bass player. I think he's playing for April Wine. Yeah. Look at this dude. This is the only other time in my life I've seen this name. Oh, he was touring with Aldo Nova. That's right. Aldo Nova. Guys, life is just a fantasy. Yeah. Here we go. Yeah, it's just on Facebook popping up all the time, guys. Sorry, that was just a little sidetrack. But that's the only other time I've seen that name. Aldo Nova, based out of Quebec, I believe. Brazilian-born. Okay. But he tours with Aldo Nova. Aldo Nova, I believe, is from Montreal, Very French. Francois. Yeah, French, this guy here. I don't know. French background? I don't know. Maybe. Aaron's seen all the best American riders other than Sepp Kuss in this race. Yeah, guys, this is a banger start list here. Absolute banger start list. Ineos on the front here. Now, I'm trying to get a good look. Yeah, kind of, I think they got the grayish shorts on. Looking more grayish now that I'm getting a close-on shot. 134, only 51 kilometers to go on this race, guys. We're going to hang out on this one for a little bit. I like this one because I can see the wind at all time. They are taking a bit of a headwind, but it's so light, guys. The wind is just the slightest breeze. Average speed 39.3 kilometers an hour. We can cruise down below here and see where they're at right now. Our group's on the road. How do I do this? So, guys, this is the one I started with last year, before I adopted the PCS style and the Tour Tracker style. I don't think I can change the maps on this one, but what we can do... Oh. I don't know why... It kicked me out of here this morning, too. I don't know why. There we go. So we are on this top stretch here. We've just gone over that Category 3, I believe it is. 2. Category 2. We've got 3 groups on the road, 4 groups on the road right now. Making our way down. 50 kilometers left, guys. Yeah, 49.6 there, 50 over here. PCS is going to have us banging around 50 kilometers to go. Chat time. Yeah, dude, there was. Rail, when you say that name, Echevarria, Heimar, Echevarria, and Bora, wasn't there an extra? Yeah, there was. Dude, why don't we look him up and see if it's a famous uncle or something like that? Because I would say it would be probably old enough to be an uncle, because that's how long I remember that name. Bora. You said Bora, right? Echevarria. Heimar. Does he have famous... He doesn't have a famous relative, but I know who you're talking about. Well, let's do it. EX. Come on. Like, why wouldn't that show up already? Oh, it's ET. Sorry. ET. XE. Guys, I can't even see the keyboard. I'm just typing by feel. Yeah, I've only got a Heimar here. It's just him showing up. Yeah, dude, Rail, I say the exact same thing. Way back when, at Euskadel Euskadi, there was a guy with the same name. I'm positive. When I see that name, I think of that rider from the old days, but he's not showing up for some reason. I'll have to do some digging around today on this. Yeah, Aaron, thinking about start list, there are like 5 teams where you want to ask, why are they even here? Dude, I looked at that yesterday, so I laid on the couch. A lot of laying around. Okay, Visma, UAE, Lidl Trek, Ineos, yep. Red Bull, Decathlon, big teams. But yeah, there's teams here, you're like, yeah, I know. I'm looking at the same stuff. You're like, I mean, okay, Caharal, they're Pro Series, so I guess we got to give them a little bit of a pass. Total Energies, Pro Series. Yeah, NSN just destroyed on day 1. 2 riders out of the race. They must have, like, it says out. It doesn't say DNF'd. If you look at Matthew up here, he stepped off the bike earlier. They give him as a DNF. What does out mean? Crashed out? That's a DNF to me. I don't know why it says out for those guys. Kofidis is here with Brian Cocard to maybe have a chance of getting a top 5 podium on one day. Stage finish, I should say. No such thing as top 5 podium. Colin, come on. I told myself yesterday I was going to start talking about myself third person only, just to annoy my friends. Yeah, dudes, look at Alpecin even. World Tour team, and yeah. Picnic. Just different. Just going for stage wins. Yeah. I feel you, Aaron. I feel you. Talking about Picnic, I saw, you guys might have seen this too, Tom Dumoulin doing the full Dumoulin dump on Fabio Jakobsen. Did you guys see that? He fully Tommy Dumoulin dumped on the sprinter, Fabio Jakobsen. Kvyat's in this race. He got big washed in 21. He was on top of the world. Yeah, just going to catch up. The Tobias and Anders, they're named for Uno X. They're great riders. They race a lot together, Eddie. Okay, so Rails got it here. Andy Schleck will be the CEO of the Lidl team. They're getting rid of the American genes and changing it to full Luxembourg German team. Well, maybe that's a good thing. 4.4 kilometers to the top of the second climb here. It's a Category 2. There's a double climb here. There's two Category 2s back-to-back. This one's 5.1K at 5.7%. Guys, I have been riding. So I rode yesterday. I rode the day before. I think I rode the day before that. I've already got routes downloaded to ride. I'm doing a lot of flat stuff over on Ruby. Weather's just been a little bit crappy lately, like with all that rain last weekend, and it hasn't really warmed back up to the point where I want to go outside and battle. You know, it's kind of like, oh, it's 15 today, so it's 60. It's just barely warm enough to ride to me where I want to enjoy it. Got to work on that tan. Aaron saying, did not know the Gall News crazy time in World Tour Cycling. Yeah, so just think about that, guys. Lidl Trek. Yeah, that is going to be a team that's going to be really confusing next year. Oh, wow. There he is, Bauke Mollema. Bauke Mollema. 39 years old, will retire this year. That is crazy. But yeah, Wana Yuso. They got Ciccone. They got Derek G. Now they're going to have Felix Gall. They've got Mads Pedersen. Like, how much does this team cost? Hopefully a lot. Dude, they got Thibaut Nace. This guy here is such a savage in CX. Such a savage. Yesterday, watching the women's race. Josh Charling trailing off the back here right now. Not to be expected to be in that front group. Watching Lucinda Brand get dropped on the climb. She was there quite a bit of the way. She was like in that select group in the front. I'm like, yeah, guys. Put these girls on the CX track with Lucinda and see what happens. Like, she would eat them alive. She would absolutely crush them. They're just a different type of rider. But I love these riders that ride CX and then do road, vice versa. Riding basically year-round. So this team is going to be really interesting next year with... Okay, so Derek G, GC rider. Wana Yuso, big-time GC rider. Felix Gall, big-time GC rider. We've also got Skelmos there. He is touted as a GC rider of the future. Did win the Tour de Suisse in 2023. Won the Amstel Gold Race. The guy has the numbers behind him. Tour of Luxembourg in 2022. Where's the next step? Still got plenty of time to do it. So who are they going to focus on? Who's their guy? Who is their guy? Then add Gall into the mix? Okay. Okay. Aaron, Holmgren climbed well but has no punch. Niederreiter nose breathing and knockback attacks easier, but must have orders to never attack because she's German. Yeah. See, I like that. See World War I, World War II. What happened there? Huh? I gotta look that up. Good one, Aaron. I like it. Railsing, huh? Didn't know Holmgren's brother is Gunna. That's cool. Yeah, guys, I didn't know a lot about them either, but they are like legit. They're young. They're both 21 years old, right? They are young. And she's riding with the world's best women. She looks, maybe she needs a bit more muscle mass, Aaron. I know what you're saying. Like, she's very, very lean and mean. Almeida doing Almeida Diesel things. Sean Northcote from Cape Town. Sean saying, I forgot that it's Dauphine time. God, I forgot to put the pin board up. Sean, you're on the pin board. You are on the pin board. Dudes, okay, we're going to do that live. Virtual. God, the things I do here. So dumb. I don't even know I do half the stuff. Which one is it? Guys, I forget. Is it this one? Yeah. It is this one. Sean, I put you on there. So check it out, guys. Eddie, you're on there. Rail, you're on there. Aaron, you're not on there. Because Aaron's in Virginia somewhere. Yeah. So we'll put Aaron on here later today. I'm just going to guess Aaron lives in Richmond. There you go, Aaron. That's where you live. That's where you're going to live from now on. We're not going to get you people coming after you, so we're going to just leave it there. Okay? But yeah, Sean, I already got you on there, dude. We got Fab Cycling. We got Kim over in San Diego. Yeah, dude, I love it. I love this kind of stuff. It's so fun to me. And there's so many of the people's names I forget right now. So, dudes, we'll get back to all that later. Let me know where you're from. Yeah, so Sean saying I forgot it's Dauphine time. Great to see everybody up for the Tour de France warm-up. Good chilly afternoon from Cape Town. Yeah, dudes, how warm is it here? I don't even know. The furnace is on right now. So, actually, you know what? Dudes, there was a frost advisory last night. Yeah. Dude, yeah, welcome to Canada. I mean, this isn't that cold. This is not that cold, but it feels like it's 0. So, freezing. That's why the furnace... I got the front door open right now. I left it open for the dogs. So, yeah, that's getting cold, and now you can see why things have a hard time growing here. That's too cold. That's too cold. Anyways, 100 kilometers done. We got 43.4 kilometers to go there. I want to make sure we're live here. So my plan is, guys, to do every stage. I don't see anything coming up in the morning that's going to block me off this. But you never know. Aaron saying the Iseron stage in 2019 was a landslide due to rains. Yeah, dude, I remember that. They had like a front end loader trying to push stuff out of the way ahead of the race. Like that one to me was a totally different situation. Like it was crazy how that happened. This year's Vuelta is mainly in Andalusia, like 9 stages. The teams may be pushing way over 30 C or around 100 Fahrenheit. Oh, dude, so 100 Fahrenheit, that's like 40 Celsius. Yeah, I think 100 Fahrenheit is 40, I think. 90 Fahrenheit is 32 Celsius. I know that for a fact. Like, yeah, dude, the Vuelta is so hot every year. That's why I think they should flip as well. It's not going to be as hot in Italy in August as it will be in Spain, southern Spain. There will be no snow. Let's flip them. We need to flip them. Okay, so Aaron's saying there's also a Paul Magnier, so he can't be a one-name dude yet. Yeah, the other Paul. Yeah, the other Paul. That's true. Yeah, we talked, Vuelta's probably going to change dates next year because of World Championships. Rail, oh, that's right. Yeah, they had to redesign things because of the Canary Islands with the Palestinian protests. So there was stages set for the Canary Islands. I think they've all been eliminated, and they've had to retool the Vuelta. 1 kilometer to the top of the climb here, the Category 2. The women are underway in the Giro Donna. Yeah, guys, that's what I hated yesterday too. So I settled in yesterday. I came home. I was home by about 5 o'clock. I'm like, yeah, I'm going to sit down. I'm going to watch this race today. I'm going to love it. I'm going to watch every second of it. It started at kilometer 45. Like, they started at the base of the climb. You know, they want to promote women's cycling, but you don't want to show any of it. Now, long pause. They do it to men's racing too. They do. It's not every race we see every second. Like today, the race was already underway for an hour and 45 minutes before they showed any coverage. So it's not just them, but it seems like they really skimp on the women's races. Unai. Racing Unai Echeverria. I believe Unai Echeverria won a mountain stage at the Tour, possibly Plata Day or Loser Day. Yeah, dude, I don't know why I couldn't find his name. Did he spell it a bit differently? And he wasn't Euskadel Euskadi right here. He has to be. Unai. Okay, dude, I'm going to look him up, Rail, just because you brought him up. I love the flashbacks to the past. Unai? Yeah, see, his name's not showing up. Yeah, very strange. That name should show up because that guy was legit back in the day. Probably still is legit too. Oh, Aaron, cool. Charlotte Cool says, I am cool and does not take start to finish Giro Donna today. Weird. Marco Frigo for NSN is the son of Dario Frigo. Yeah, I love all the family stuff. Whenever I kind of go on those little tangents, I just love it. 3 riders left at the front. Alex Baudin. He is the EF rider, I believe. Yeah. EF rider showing up in their weird jerseys, but they're not wearing them here. That's kind of strange. So over here, they're showing the weird jersey that they wore at the Giro. They're back in their pink jerseys now. George Bennett for NSN and Clement Braz Afonso, the 50-kilogram rider here. Wow. This guy weighs 110 pounds apparently. Dude, I'm not jealous. I am not jealous of your weight. I'm really not. Just going to put that out there for everyone. We got a smattering of riders. Matteo Vircher, Sergio Samitier lurking behind. Raul Garcia Pernia, George Zimmerman, and the peloton at 2 minutes back. We'll jump over to Tour Track here. I'll try to give you a gander where they're at, guys, and where they're going. We're going to be popping downhill here right away. Big descent coming up. Yeah, big descent coming up here soon. Down through the valley system between these long ridges of mountains here. Before we start climbing again up the Category 1 climb today. Which will be finished up with a huge descent, uphill sprint finish. Will there be any sprinters left? Who do we got here for sprinters? Yeah, Aaron's going deep here on the conspiracy theories. Maybe out means your biological passport was flagged and they quietly asked you to leave. Quietly. Aaron, yeah, saw there were some bad storms yesterday in the 2 provinces. Yeah, guys, it's this time of year where every day you get like tornado warnings, thunderstorms, hailstorms. Our tornadoes here, don't think the U.S. Our tornadoes are nothing like the U.S. There have been deaths from tornadoes like in the last 20, 30 years, but it's not like Kansas, Arkansas, anything like that. They still do damage. It's the hailstorms here that are brutal. Brutal. Like Calgary's a big city, 1.5 million people. A hailstorm rolls through and like 10,000 houses have been like stripped of the siding. You know, the vinyl siding, it's just gone. All the car dealerships here, the cars are kept under these canopies. The canopies must be expensive too. They're not like just tents. It's a fabric, but it's all metal framed. Because if a hailstorm rolls through, it just destroys the inventory. Every car will be thrashed. Okay, Rail saying Skelmos extended with Liedel. Wanted the leadership role with a Yuso G, Ciccone, and also with Galder. It's going to be hard for him. Exactly. I think Ciccone is, I'd say a Yuso, Gall, and Skelmos. I'm not even sure if G's up there. I mean, yeah. I just don't know. I don't know. G's there. Ciccone is a step down now. Ciccone's also getting older. He's never going to be a 3-week GC leader. He's more of like a 4 or 5 day stage race leader. That's how I see him. In MLB news, The Miz. Oh, yeah, that dude. Mizbralowski or whatever his name is. Threw a pitch at 103.7 miles an hour for the fastest ever. 52 of his pitches were at 100 miles an hour. Now, Aaron, is that actually the fastest, or do you believe the stuff that they've shown? Who was it? I think they say there was a 108 mile an hour pitch, but they used to time them differently. Time, speed, gun them differently. So in the past, it used to be, I think now they time them like 9 feet from the mound. So pretty much instantaneously, it's fastest speed. In the past, they used to do it right from where the batter is, so it's already slowing down. So they've kind of extrapolated these balls back. Who would have been? Was Nolan Ryan? I'm pretty sure that's out there somewhere. Someone can look that up. It'd be great. Ooh, Eddie, is that real? Arnaud Delis and Caden Groves will sign with Tudor in 2027 to boost their sprints. Arnaud Delis, really? Wow. They must be dropping out some big cash there because Arnaud Delis is still like Caden Groves, a little bit older, I think. Arnaud Delis, though, he just won a race. Arnaud Delis just won a race or a stage. Where did Arnaud Delis just win, guys? You gotta go to Lotto Intermarché, and we'll pull up Delis. Yeah, this race. I've been watching this Tour de Wallonie. It's been on Flow Bikes too. He won stage 4 there. 24 years old. Like, guy, when he's on, he's on. Yeah, the Giro. He was out after stage 4. That's right. Okay. Yeah, that's different news too. I think they're getting more aggressive now. Like, yeah, that's where I'm going. I don't care. In the past, these would just be like little whispers. And like, no, that can't be true. Well, we'll see if it's true. Aaron Judge out in perpetuity is a big blow to things. Dude, so what happened to him? Good for Tampa Bay and Toronto. Yeah, Toronto. Dude, where did I see this year? So last year, I think Springer hit 36 home runs or 35 home runs. Vladdy hit 25. I think this year Vladdy has 3. I think Springer has 5. And like I said to someone I know, that they're almost halfway through the season. Okay, they're not halfway, but they're not far off. I think they played 60-plus games. Springer, how is he going to get to 35, 36 homers again? Number one home run, the home run leader for the Blue Jays right now is Okamoto. I think he's got 13 as of a couple days ago. Yeah, Eddie's got the pin. Sean's asking, why has the Dauphine been renamed? I know well for us, Sean, it is not renamed. It will forever, as Aaron just said, in perpetuity, be known as the Dauphine. And we can throw in the Libre as well. For a while, it was the Dauphine Libre. I like that name the best. When I think of the Dauphine Libre, it's kind of like I think of the Lance Armstrong era. Just seeing lots of videos. Ooh, we got one rider here who almost blew off the road. UAE rider did kind of blow off the road there. Who was that? Pretty much almost took the wrong way there. On the descent, obviously. 133 from the break to the peloton. Flying along here, guys. Dauphine rebrand. Yeah, the Dauphine is a region. It's just a region there. Chicago Cubs, the streakiest team I've ever seen. Multiple 10-game win and losing streaks. That's what I was just saying to Joey as well. Is like the Blue Jays got to get streaky right now. Like win 4, lose 1. Win 3, lose 1. Not this. Yeah, just win 1, lose 1. Win 1, lose 1. Win like. I don't know enough, Aaron. I don't know enough about ball to say how the wild cards work. Like I don't know if they take the top. Do they take the top? So 6 things: American, National, 3 whatevers, conferences, divisions. The winner out of each one goes. So, or is it top 2? I don't even know. And then there's wild cards games. Hockey, is hockey still going? I don't even know. Don't even know. I'm not really too concerned about it either. Alazar Mogos here. Is Benny playing boss? Please let me know. Benny will not be playing boss today. Today's not Benny's day. Way too much climbing here, dude. But yeah, guys, Benny is at this race. Benny's here. He will be tuning up. Where is he? No, he's not. Where is Benny? I just saw Benny in a start list somewhere. Oh, Binyam is at the Brussels Cycling Classic. Binyam is at the Brussels Cycling Classic. How do I know? Because I didn't pick him for my team. So over on VeloGames, guys, I forget. Let me try to remember who I picked there. Binyam is at this race for sure. Here he is. Binyam is at the Brussels Cycling Classic. I picked Paul Penhote. I've got Jordy Muse on my team. Alberto Dianesi. I took Fernando Gaviria because I know he's going to be top 10 at the finish line there. I took Milan Fretin. This guy's very fast. And on the VeloGames, he's cheap. VeloGames, they set their points at the beginning of the season, and they stay that way. So you buy this guy every time because he's always going to be in there in the top sprints. Milan Fretin here. You know, 4th place at Paris-Nice on stage 1. Won a stage at Andalusia. Alula Tour, 2nd place, 8th place. He's right there all the time. So yeah, Binyam, other race dude. He's at the Brussels Cycling Classic. You threw me off there. It's at Etterbeek to Brussels, 206 Ks. So yeah, that's a part of that league over on VeloGames. There's so much racing. So we got the Dauphine, we got the Giro women. Let's take a look at the Giro's women here. Situation right now looks like the peloton's all together. Got a couple of climbs here. Kind of a different stage today. Yesterday's stage should have been the finish. I guess it would have been hard to do all that stuff at the end there. Back to the Dauphine, though. This is the one I want to concentrate on, guys. So, yeah, Alizgar, nice for you showing up here. Thanks for dropping in. Aaron saying, Unai was there, Colin. Start with his last name first. Okay. Let's try it. Dude, this typing in the dark is ridiculous. What am I spelling wrong here, guys? Oh. Guys, I just feel like I don't even know what I'm doing here. Total Energy Riders here. Leg cramp, left thigh cramp in his hamstring. Yeah, I keep spelling the name wrong or something. E-T-X-E. E-T. Ah, that's what I'm doing wrong. E-T-X-E. E-T-X-E. I get Heimar, and I get this other guy. I know that name too. I don't know why he's not showing up. I'm just going to leave it there for now, guys. Well, I'm going to find out later when I can concentrate more. I'm all over the place right now. Rail saying, checked out the PCS. There were 2 Echeverrias. David Echeverria won 2 stages in the Tour in 99. And Unai Echeverria was not at Tour but Vuelta stage in 2003. Dude, I don't know why I can't find his name. It's obviously I'm just spelling it wrong as I'm doing this here. And both rode for Euskadel Euskadi. Aaron's asking, were they brothers? Nope, not brothers. One's from Spain, one's from Venezuela. Yeah, I wonder if there's any relation to this current one. Like, this would be the next gen Echeverria. Rock on, Shaka Khan for Don. Don is here. Yeah, this is a great stage. I mean, for a stage 1, a 8-9 stage race, this is not normal to have this kind of stage for your stage 1 showing up. Usually it'd be a flat stage, 1 or 2 climbs, set it up for the sprinters. And dudes, if we look at this event, we got a lumpy day tomorrow, 234K with 3,700 meters of climbing. This thing's deadly. No sprint here. No sprint stage tomorrow. Stage 3, time trial. We are doing the time trial, guys. And even better, team time trial. So that's going to be exciting for me. Stage 4 is the only real... Stage 5 is the only real sprint stage. The last 3 stages, all climbing. The premier warm-up event for the Tour de France right here. Tour de Suisse doesn't compare anymore. Tour de Suisse, I think they got it down to 5 stages. Yeah, I don't know what's going on there. Lack of funding, obviously. I'm going to grab a coffee here soon, guys. Aaron's saying fastest in StatCast here, but maybe not the fastest. But by current tech data, possible that Nolan Ryan, Walter Johnson, Smokey Joe Wood did throw one faster. Okay. Yeah, guys, how they track the balls now. I think in the past it used to be at the home plate or right in front of the hitter, the batter. And now I think with StatCast, I think what Aaron's referring to is, I think there's 13 cameras that are like watching every angle of the ball. Is it 13, Aaron? I think it's 13 cameras that like everything about that ball. They can track the trajectory, which way it goes going out, everything. The barrel. The barrel. That's something I learned about in the last couple weeks. Oh, Aaron's got some kind of the other Aaron. Cracked rib. Yeah, that would hurt. Tudor signed a sprinter from Belgium named Arnaud. Okay, well, maybe that's him. The Dauphine Libre. Rail saying Bora could try to drill the final climb to ride for Finn Fisher Black. Okay, let's take a look at him for a second here. I want to take a look. Finn Fisher Black. Bora. So, isn't there... So there's a Neem Fisher Black, which is his sister. Yeah, Neem Fisher Black. And she was racing at the Giro yesterday. And she'll be racing there today. She's 8th place overall right now at the Giro. All-out climber, his sister, New Zealanders. And then we got Finn Fisher Black here. Best results, Tour of Normandy. Sorry, Romandy here, 24th place Normandy. Where did that come from? I'm just making up words as I speak, guys. I've been doing that a lot lately. Look here. New Zealand time trial champion. And a nice length to 44.2 kilometers long. Okay, catch up again. Grab that coffee. I need coffee. Oh, Narvaez looks like he changed his mind to leave UAE, signs a new 3-year deal. Eddie, where are you getting all your info from? Oh, okay, yeah, I did see the second game. I just saw a glimpse of it, and I saw that Carolina... I think it was 2-0 Vegas, and then the last time I looked, it was like 3-2 Carolina. Vegas Knights just went up 2-1 after a 5-4, 2 over... Oh, my. That would have been a good game to watch. Okay, Rail's using Google to find riders in PCL. Okay. Where's Benny? Other race. Yeah, Benny's at the other race. I did look through all that yesterday too, guys. Actually, I think I only set up the stream last night. I was like kind of zoning out on the couch. I'm like, oh, I got to set that up. I actually have to reschedule a house showing today too. Flat tire here. Got on a Cube bike. Total Energies rider is Jordan Jagat. Waiting for the team car. Front tire flat. Thought these guys all use tubeless stuff. Don't they all use that? Do they use that? What are these guys using for their bikes? I thought they all had the sealant and stuff. Is that not in road? Is it? Why is he a flat? Eddie's asking, are there road cycling in Commonwealth Games this year? I don't even know where the Commonwealth Games are this year. I love the Commonwealth, but I just like to say that. Okay, dudes. Yeah, I'm gonna... Ooh, Quinn Simmons drilling the front right now, guys. Visma comes up. Lidl Trek comes up here. This is the Côte du Rosset. Category 1 climb. 8.3 kilometers at 7.6%. Guys, this is just absolutely flying by. This is actually probably really good for me to get back into it. Like, dudes, I was sitting here this morning, like, just kind of like this. Just this. Going, do I turn on? Do I turn the brain on? How do I do this? Rail saying here, what's the Pop Tart stash looking like? Gels. Dudes, I don't even know what I have right now for food here. Yeah, no, we got no snacks right now. I do have to leave the house today. Like, so a guy wanted to see a house at 2. It's a weird one. Like, the owner will be there. She's an older lady. It happens, though. I guess she can't even leave the home, really. He wants it bumped from 2 till 3. Dude, I'll try. It's kind of a weird one. It should be no problem. And I got to squeeze a bike ride in. Who's blowing up here? Ivan Romeo for Movistar. Blowing up right now. think there'll be a lot of riders blown up here. Bora is on the front. It looks like, no, it's UAE. UAE rider on the front here. I'll get a name on that guy right quick. Oh, from Lucas Cycling Look. Yeah, I read his stuff too. Rail saying Affini. I love Eduardo Affini. Rail. Love that guy. Alex Baudin. He's the only one left out front, it looks like. Riding solo by himself right now. George Bennett and Clement Brazafonso. Not that far back. It says 10 seconds. The peloton's at 33. But dudes, take a look at this. Joao Almeida at 3 minutes back. What is going on with Joao? What's going on with Joao? Yeah, Lorena not cycling as much, the might have called. Actually, it was pretty cool. They saw Lorena out on the course cheering on the race. Lorena was there with Kat Ferguson. Lorena, in her Dutch jersey. And Kat was there in her Movistar jersey, like just standing there like normal fans. And then everyone started looking at them. People were turning their cameras on going, oh. I think some fans had no idea who they were standing on the side of the road. Guys, I'm going to grab a coffee quick. I'm going to close that front door because it's cold out. And I'll be back here in a minute. Back inside the 10x10 cube of cycling dominance and performance excellence. Dudes, thought it was funny a few days ago reading just some of the YouTube comments. We got 3 riders up front here right now. Is this 3 up front? Nope, this is at the back. This is at the back. 2 riders here for Total Energies. 146 and 141. Who was that exactly? For Total Energies, Jordan Jagat and Matisse Labert. Matisse Labert was trying to pace Jordan Jagat back on. Yeah, someone, I think it was Flocky who said that. He goes, something about the 10x10 cube of cycling dominance. I'm like, some people actually listen to me, which I thought was hilarious. Yeah, Don saying we're on a couple weeks before Tour de France starts. Yeah, July 4th. Yeah, Don, I'll be warming up with this, and then probably going to do Tour de Suisse as well. Might take a break, I'm not sure. I got a bunch of thumbnails to make. I couldn't get a thumbnail made for this one today, so I just used an old standby one. It's the banner that YouTube makes for you. Eddie's saying 110 days until the Tour of Langkawi. The route will be out in about 3 weeks. We got a Jonas here. Jonas alert. Where can I watch the live stream with video? Dude, you're going to have to pay for that somewhere. This one's probably not free anywhere. I'm watching on Flow Bikes. Everything with cycling these days is you got to pay. Flow Bikes will probably have a couple of free stages of the Tour de France. They always do every year. And so, dudes, let's just jump back to Tour Tracker now. I'll show you where they're at on course. They are now on the Category 1 climb. They're well on it, aren't they? Pavel Sivakov has been dropped. Danny Martinez is the latest victim of the fast pace. Average speed right now, guys, is still 39 kilometers an hour. Alex Baudin for EF, and this guy is a dangerous rider. Alex Baudin is dangerous. Let's take a look at him. Yeah, Basque Country did quite well. 9th place in the GC there. 3rd at the McGill Indurain Gran Premio. Who won that? Ion Izagirre, who's retiring this year for Cofidis. 38 years old, I believe. 37 years old, retiring this year. So pretty cool he won that race this year. Decathlon, Visma on the front, guys. Chasing up 1 minute gap to Baudin. Baudin gets over the top first, guys. This could be a nice little surprise for the day. Over the top, so let's have a good look at this. That climb, the top, let's try here, guys. Let's mix this up a little bit. Yeah, here it is. Okay, this is what we're going to do. We're going to use it here. So, it's saying here the Côte du Rosette is only 21 kilometers from the finish. It's 19 degrees Celsius up there. Altitude, 890 meters above sea level. It is a Cat 1. So we're not there yet. There's no wind to speak of. It's 20 kilometers to go at the top. Now, I'm going to jump back to PCS for a second. That's this climb. There's probably 1.5 kilometers of descent. A little mini climb, and then it's just a bomb downhill. He has a 1 minute lead right now. Baudin could be on a flyer here, guys. Baudin, who's putting their money on Baudin right now? Let me know. I think I am. I think I'm putting my money on Baudin right now, guys. A very diminished GC peloton right now, guys. Aaron saying no riders in race that have won Dauphine title. A little surprising. Then again, no one. Yeah, it was the Auvergne Rhone Alps. Yeah, the weird name. Colin, who do you like for Canada and the USA national champs in June this year? Dude, I gotta think Derek G is gonna be right up there. Dude, I have to look at the names. Aaron's saying Jonas seems like a bot. Yeah, Rail, you're right. The peloton is very reduced and Baudin is strong enough to fight for the win. Will any team want to push after the downhill? Are we near Grenoble? Dude, let's take a look. I think the best way to do that will probably be on here, maybe. That's such a terrible map. Let's do this one. Are we near Grenoble? Yeah, we are. Dude, we passed through Grenoble. The town we passed through before was Grenoble. We've been going around Grenoble all day. We started on the south end of Grenoble, went away from it, came right back, flanked on the west side, climbed 2 Category 2s right outside Grenoble down in the valley system. We cut across the top of Grenoble here. I'm just going to call it Grenoble. I know if you're from this area, you're like, oh, it's a totally different city. Nah, it's not. It's all the same. It's all the same. Okay? All the same. Moved away from Grenoble to the east, and we're going to end up in the valley system again. So yeah, looking at this, 1 minute gap. 1 minute gap to the peloton. We got 3 riders hanging on up front. Clement Brazafonso, George Bennett, and Alex Baudin. Yeah, guys. Let me see the total length. When he starts the descent to the finish line, he's got 16 kilometers. So after the top of the climb today, the Category 1 that's coming up, there's a bit of a downhill and just a slight kick. At that point, over that, he's got 16 kilometers, and he will rail the descent to try to stay away. Brazafonso here still has 3.8 kilometers to go to the top. Let's see if they can bring this back. Now, I want to look at mountains points already at the race. So it's Samitier here. Sergio Samitier, he's got 11 points. Brazafonso, 8. Baudin only got 4. However, we've got points coming up on a Category 1. Baudin could get 10 points, putting him into the Mountains jersey. That's probably his number one goal right now, is to get the Mountains jersey. Watching Ben Healy here. Ben Healy out. Not out, but out. Ben Healy is just being tailed off the back of the GC peloton here. He's about 30 meters back right now. Yep, showing up here right now on PCS. He's just been dropped. We're only 25 clicks to the finish, guys. Charles Todd Sullivan, I'm here now. Tell the riders to start the stage over. Okay. Yeah, dudes, I know. Don, if you bet on Poggy to win, a $10 bet may win you 11. Yeah. I know. If I was to bet, I wouldn't bet on Poggy ever. I would bet on some dark horse, and maybe Poggy gets sick. Maybe Poggy tweaks something and doesn't win. Nicholas Prudhomme for Decathlon falling out the back here. You know what? The cameras today, I haven't even seen Paul once. I think he's just hiding in that peloton. They don't want the GC yet. Not yet. Let someone else take it today. And those other teams that don't have a chance at the GC, they know that. They're like, yeah, we can have it. Brazafonso has been caught by the peloton. Dudes, I'm going to just keep refreshing this like crazy here. It's still saying 1 minute. From the worlds of property management, all the houses are filled as of Friday because they moved in late. But what do I got to do? The acreage, we got the heat. We got the hot water. We got that fixed day one. Looks like Jefferson Cepeda might be falling out the back here for the Movistar team. Doesn't really look like he's on fire here. Baudin out of the saddle here. 103 is the current gap showing up with 2.9 kilometers to go on the climb. Over at the acreage, I know my tenant, he works away from home a lot. His wife's there, and she's got some real stinky water. I'm like, we're going to have to shock the well. And I'm like, I'll just do it for you. So, how I shock my well, guys, you can buy chlorine. You can get chlorine ones that are like slow release. You can go online, guys, and you can find all this info. I have to be careful what I tell her. I will consult my broker first. Basically, you can take a bottle of bleach and pour it down the wellhead. Just pour the whole... you got to make sure how much you pour down there. I would pour the whole thing down. Pour the whole thing down there. Let it sit as long as you can. Whether that be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hours, 12 hours. Go away for the day. When you get home, run your water hard to get that bleach out. So you're not drinking it. You're not feeding it to your animals. You're not watering your lawn with it. And it'll disinfect everything. Possibly could be the hot water tank too. You get, the bacteria the iron producing bugs in there, iron producing bacteria, and your water in your hot water tank will smell like rotten eggs. That's what she's got going on. So I'm gonna have to help her out with that somehow. I'm technically not supposed to, but I live on an acreage. I know what to do. Dawn's predicting 7 stage wins for Poggy at the Tour de France. Aaron singing the Giordano, you've missed nothing. Yeah, dude, I'm just kind of out of that one this year. No Lorena. Eddie St. Poggy wins 10 stages with his eyes closed. Could you imagine 10 stages? What is the record for the most stages won in a single Tour de France? 6 or 7's got to be like the record. Like, I'm not talking about yellow jerseys. I'm just talking about stage wins. Aaron saying keep Tobias from Uno X away from Poggy. That's the guy I think they crossed wheels stage 4 last year. Rail saying I'm not sure for Poggy win as much. Seha is close to his level and Jonas not far back. Yeah, I'm so excited for this year's Tour de France, guys. So excited. I'd be looking at it. Thinking, who are we teaming up with? How do we take Poggy down? Oh, I'd love to hear all that stuff in the background. Okay, we finally have camera action on Paul. He's just sitting in the peloton, no problem. He has at least one rider with him. They're saying there's only about 40 riders left in the peloton. Alex Baudin now saying 1 minute 10-second gap. So guys, he's going to lock up KOM jersey here. There's 10 points available. Yeah, unless... all depends who the other guys are, but I don't think there's anyone else that can get it. Braz Afonso has 8 right now, but he's been caught, so he's going to be wiped out. George Bennett has 4, but I think he's going to be caught right away. Baudin has 4. He will get 10 at the top, giving him 14 if he can hold on. Bennett's probably going to be caught by the peloton, so all his points will be kind of wiped out. Visma driving hard now in the front. UAE there. And looks like at least 2 riders from Decathlon. Yeah, only 2 Decathlon riders here. Rail saying, outside of Poggy, Jonas, and Paul, the only other riders would be only if someone helped in crashing out the big 3. Got Oscar only is going to be there. I got to imagine Vauquelon's going to be there. Let's take a look at that, guys. George Bennett, the peloton's right on his heels, guys. So if we take a look at Netcompany, what's Oscar riding next? They don't even say he's riding the Tour de France yet. Weird. That is so weird. You think he'd have to. Kevin Vauquelin. He has been announced for the Tour de France team, but not only. Only, however you say his name. So I would have thought Only would have been there. We know Paul's going there. Is Felix Gall at the Tour de France? Has to be. Felix Gall. Nope, he's not at the Tour de France this year. I guess they figure with Paul, and definitely probably now with him being on the way out, if that's true. Looks like apparently he's not racing till August. I have a hard time believing that. So he's not going to race for June or July. Come on! That doesn't seem right. So, what? San Sebastian Classic, August 1st. The Vuelta a Burgos on the 4th of August. And then the Vuelta a España. No Tour de France. No Tour de France when he finished, 8th at the G... Sorry. When he finished 5th at the Tour de France last year. And he's not racing it this year? Okay. Whatever. You do you. What do you guys think about that? Will Oscar Only and Felix Gall be at the Tour de France? Will they swap them in at the last second? Juan Ayuso. Tour de France. Like, what does Juan do at the Tour de France? I think he's the kind of rider that could just... I think a lot of these guys like Vauquelin, Only, Ayuso, they could be right there. They could be right there. I don't think it's going to be just the 3-horse race. Those kind of wild cards, if you want to call them. The guys that are like eternal top 10s. Juan, you just need to finish the race, though. That's all. Eddie, the race, I mean, it's starting to fill up for the Tour de France. I just kind of quickly looked a different way there. Rail's asking, why is Visma drilling so much? Hoping for a Jorgensen sprint. Yeah, let's take a look at the Visma team here. Because we don't have any Jonas. So what is Visma's strategy at this race? I mean, Jorgensen can do quite well. I don't think he's ever raced this race before. Oh, he has. 2024, it was still the Criterium de Dauphine. Dauphine Libre. So he's finished second here before. So he knows the race. Probably raced on a lot of the very same roads. Kevin Vermarque is off the front, guys. Kevin Vermarque for UAE. Transferred to UAE this year. I think he was Soudal Quickstep, I believe. Catching a rider up the road. Who's up the road here with him? Yeah, one rider still up the road. Vermarque is gone. Let's just bounce back here and see what they're saying. Yeah, Kevin Vermarque is up the road. That's not Alex Baudin. Alex Baudin is still by himself. Vermarque flies past... That was George Bennett? Yeah, it was George Bennett. So they've left George Bennett just kind of hovering there. Peloton's on him right now. It's 105 back to Vermarque from Baudin. So Baudin will get over the top first. I'm going to jump to this one, guys. So you can see here. Here's our climb. Baudin has gone over the top first. That's him right there. Alex Baudin. So he'll get 10 points. He'll have 14 on the day, putting him in the climber's jersey. Good stuff there. Vermarque must have ambitions for that too, for him to go chasing after it, to get second place points across the top. I imagine there'll be 8 points, maybe 6. Over the top there. I'm going to bounce back here for a second. We'll hang out here just so you can kind of see what's going on. I think we can zoom in on this a little bit. Yeah, there you can see it, guys. So this is what I'm talking about. So Baudin's over the top on the descent now. It kicks up a little bit more, and then it's a long descent into the valley down below, back into the Grenoble area. So if we come back, we'll come back to Tour Track here. You can see Grenoble here, top right-hand corner, guys. This is Grenoble itself. We're just in the valley system of these smaller towns. It all looks like Grenoble to me. If you're from Grenoble, just let me know. Were you once a small town and then Grenoble just took you over? Probably. And you hate them for that. That's okay. Don't worry about it, bro. That's okay. Yeah, I'll do the same thing here. We're going to zoom this in so you can see this descent here. So yeah, he's on it now. 122 back. Can they pull him back? They've got 19 kilometers to pull him back. He's going to be descending for almost 10 kilometers of that. Then it gets false flatty in the valley, and it does rise slightly at the finish line. Visma looking like a sky train currently. Dave's here. Dave, welcome back. Aaron's, did Colin just do a 6 or 7 joke? Did I? At least the Giro and the Vuelta will be happy as once they will start suffocating the Tour for the next 10 millennia. Next 10 millennia. Dude, I like that. A little bit of an exaggeration, but that's okay. That's something I would do. Yeah, Rail. Hoping Carlos Rodriguez will come back. So Carlos Rodriguez, Ineos, there's a Christian and there's a Carlos, and I confuse them all the time. Last year at the Tour de France, Christian and Carlos, I think, were both in the top 15 for a while. Carlos here does ride for Ineos. How did he finish last year? I think he did pretty good. One of those Rodriguez guys did pretty good. So last year at the Tour de France, he didn't finish. But yeah, he was doing quite well. Lowest position was 28th, and he kept working his way up. Finished 27th at the individual time trial, so he's not a bad time trialist. The uphill time trial, that was the Ludenville to Perigudes, the 11-kilometer time trial up to the airport there, the 007 airport, finished 13th, putting him to 12th. Got as high as 9th place that race. And then did not start the Courchevel stage, the Col de la Lotte. Yeah, I wouldn't start that one either. Yeah, thanks, no thanks. So yeah, he could be back on form this year. Yeah, there's who does Christian Rodriguez ride for? I'm trying to remember. Coffee. Don saying, I think Poggy had 6 stage wins in the Tour de France 2025. I'm excited to see how all these new dudes do. Nothing else is like the Tour de France. Jonas will have the Giro as his excuse to not be 100%. Yeah, dude. I wonder what Jonas is going to do for the next month. There's nothing on his schedule. I looked at it. Probably do another high-altitude camp. Just go live, as high up as he possibly can. Acclimatize more and more. Wonder if his wife will be there. They just need to fly her out. Just give him a house at 2,500 meters somewhere up in the Alps. And just let him live up there. He can ride an indoor trainer at altitude. You could do that. Ayuso is motivated to prove himself. Yeah, Ayuso, guys, we just looked at him before. He's only 23. He has had some bad luck. I know he's kind of labeled as the bad guy. He's kind of been labeled as that. He was on UAE. had Poggy overshadow him all the time. Yeah, dude, these guys are all competitive. They've all got fighter spirit. They want to prove that they're the best, and maybe it was never allowed for them. I don't know. Yeah, Remco. Remco is always trying to prove himself too. Guys, Remco, will he podium? Will Remco podium at the Tour de France? I don't think so. I think it's just not his race. Put in 2 60-kilometer time trials, he might win the whole thing. Like, go back to the Tour de France circa 1992. I'd love to. I might do that right now. What's the easiest way for me to do that? Well, you would... Yeah, I'd have to figure that out. Well... Okay, guys, we're going to do it right now. We're doing this on the fly. Let's look up McGill Indurain. Okay? And 1992 Tour de France. So let's look at that one. Let's take a look at what the 1992 Tour de France looked like. And you tell me right now how you think these guys would stack up against a pure time trialist. There's the Tour de France from 1992. Like right away, dudes. Stage 19. 64-kilometer time trial. 64. At the Rwanda World Championships... At the World Championships in Rwanda, we saw Poggy lose, I think, 2 minutes and 47 seconds to Remco over 42 kilometers. Like, those long time trials can just absolutely destroy your chances. Stage 9, a 65-kilometer time trial. 65 kilometers. There was also a 64-kilometer team time trial. It was different. He won the prologue too. That was 8 kilometers. Wow, guys, like just look at this. 1992, there's a 250-kilometer stage. There was a 255-kilometer stage. 2 individual time trials, like a long one, 64 and 65 Ks. A team time trial, like Shaka Khan. Like, I love that kind of stuff. I know time trials aren't everyone's favorite, but again, I think it's too stacked for climbers now. They need to dial that back a bit and turn up the time trialing maybe. I love it. Absolutely love it. Guys, we only got 15 kilometers to go here. So let's get right back to the race here. Big Meg, 5-time Tour de France champion. Never won a stage outside of the time trials. Never won a road race. Decathlon leading them down here now, guys. I'm going to give that a quick refresh there, and I'll probably jump the Tour Tracker here just so you can see where we're at in the top corner there. Dauphine has just gotten over the top of that second bump. So he would have slowed down for a little bit. His gap now is 1:14. He's gone. He's in the pipe 5x5 right now, guys. He is in the pipe 5x5. Yeah, Charles. Jonas is not racing again until the Tour de France. Nothing's shown up. Ron's here. Is Ron here? I didn't see. Oh, there's Ron. Yeah, there's Ron. Ronaldton. Ronaldton is back. Ron, good to have you back, dude. Dauphine still, yeah, he's still 1 minute ahead. Looking good. Yeah, dude. So this is looking really good for EF. Dauphine, and again, he's no joke. He now has the Mountains jersey. He's got 14 points today. Actually, let's look right here. We can probably go over the top here. There you go. He picked up 10 points there. He's got 14 on the day now. So he will have the climber's jersey. Vermarque there, you can see him in second place. Oh, Del Toro got third place points. Basso for Decathlon fourth. Paul went over in fifth. Wanayuso in sixth place. So the GC guys. Dauphine, though, now has the KOM jersey, and he's going for a stage win for EF. We talked about, Aaron brought it up, why are some of these teams even here? EF is never going to be GC contenders. Stage winners. Stage winners. Like a Ben Healy, Alex Dauphine type guy. Michael Leonard, though. Yeah. Let's get the hype train going for this guy. So he's the individual time trial champion for Canada in 2025. Beat Derek G. Not super deep. And a lot of these guys I don't even know, guys. So we've got Ineos Grenadier rider here, 2 Premier Tech riders. They still called it Israel Premier Tech then. Really? That's weird. Last year, Colin. Last year. 2025 is not this year, Colin. It's now 2026 currently. So yeah, Alex Baudin getting it, guys. Pretty technical descent here in places. The road a little kind of rough, a little bit rough in places. Lots of dark patches on the roads. Looks like some slicker areas, you know. Stay off those dark patches, dude. Yeah, I'm going to watch this one closely in the descent. He's got 11.7 kilometers to go here. Yeah, let me get out of there, guys. Sorry. I got stuck hovering on that stuff here. At the 10 kilometer to go mark, we're going to see a big hairpin turn coming up. So you'll know exactly where when we see the big hairpin. That's 10 clicks to go. We're at 11.4 right now. Yeah, Charles, the Girodonna did have a shortened stage yesterday. Could impact volume, I guess. Yeah, they stopped it on the first climb. There was, there was like some snow up there and little chunks of it were falling off, and not a big deal, man. They made it seem like the world was ending. Budget rider. Okay, Budget Rider. Dude, we're having hot water tank talk. I love this, man. I love it. Budget Rider, dude, you're the man of the day. Not the whole bottle, maybe a cap or two. Dude, I throw the whole thing down there. Also, there is an anode rod on the hot water that is usually the problem. Yeah, dude, exactly. So, guys, inside your hot water tank that sits in your house, there's a rod about this long. It's kind of like an anode rod is what they call a sacrificial rod. So the bacteria attack that. They eat that. Instead of eating your tank, and your tank will rust out of it. Sounds like Budget Rider is in the hot water tank game. Sometimes I've even in the past, dude, Budget, I actually take off the cold water input into my hot water tank. Obviously, I release the pressure first. Do that, guys. There's a little tap down below. Make sure you got somewhere for your water to go. I'll let out like maybe a liter, maybe half a gallon or something. I've got a sump pump down here. I just put it in there and can run that. And then I just would pour a tiny amount of bleach actually into my hot water tank and just kind of sterilize in there. Then run the water hard to one of the taps. And then all of a sudden your water's like, you don't smell a thing. Nothing. And like living on a farm, you kind of get different water at different times of the year. So like that hot water tank now hasn't smelled in years at all. Nothing. Nothing's changed except the water. The bugs are probably, I don't know where they are now. Yeah, so you should replace your anode rod whenever, but I don't think I ever have. Yeah, Rail. Jonas needs a big motorhome for his family like Richie Port did back in the day. Aaron's saying, just remember Carlos is the Rodriguez that goes down hills fast. Sleeping at altitude has similar benefits to training. Yeah, they sleep in those hypobaric chambers. You just got to be up there. 8.2 kilometers to go, guys. Nice, fun, short stage for me today, guys. This will get me back into the swing of things. Like I said, oh yeah, so I got to take care of ladies' water. I'm going to call the office first, guys, just to be a good boy. Like, who's going to take care of this? Do you want me to take care of it? What I'll probably suggest is a little bit of bleach down the well bore and then throw in some of the... You can get these pellets. They're about the size of, I don't know, maybe like a small gumball. You get them from the farm store. We have the UFA here, PV Mart, whatever. You get like a thing. You just throw like a handful of pellets down and they slow release. So you're never getting that much at once. I actually don't drink my well water here. I reverse osmosis it, and I also have 5-gallon bottles of water. So I got to deal with that one. I feel like just going and doing it today myself, just to get out of the house. And then at my Troshu place, yeah, like the fridge, the water filter needs to be changed. Okay, well, who's doing that? Am I doing that? I don't know. I'll go do it. I already told her, I said, give me the name and model of your fridge. There's an air filter in this fridge too. Have you guys ever seen a fridge with an air filter? I've never seen that. Obviously to keep smells down. A little bit of a regrouping here in the GC Peloton at the front. Del Toro just having a quick look back. Baudin doing his thing. Dude's 6.5 kilometers to go here. Baudine's on the front. He's riding that Cannondale Lab 71 bike, black and pink. Nice looking bike. Here comes an attack from Groupama FDJ. Lidl Trek reacts. Decathlon reacts. 114 is the gap. 3 riders, dude, they got a quick gap off the front. Who are those 3? Who are those 3? Now, it is saying here Alex Baudine for EF is guaranteed to take the Mountains jersey at the finish, even if he's caught. He's got his 14 points. There's no points for climbing at the finish here. Yeah, there's probably about 30 to 40 riders in this group. Maybe 40. Groupama is trying to get something going. They send another rider out the front. So that first group was caught. The 3 riders gone again. Visma's reacting here. The Decathlon's going after them too. Desperate to get something organized here and try to chase down Alex Baudine. It does climb at the finish line, guys. I'm going to say it's going to be flat for another kilometer, and then it's a false flatty all the way to the finish. This is Rudy Mollard for Groupama FDJ. The Visma rider I haven't identified yet. Lidl Trek trying to jump. EF trying to jump across now. Everyone frantic in the GC peloton here, trying to get on this train here. Again, we're in that valley system. We're on the northeast side of Grenoble, in whatever town this is called. Rail saying, yes, on his day, Carlos Rodriguez is one of the best descenders in the peloton. Yeah, Jonas has some bathroom tiles to put up in the master bathroom, in the ensuite. His altitude will be, yeah, the second floor of his villa in Denmark. Exactly. So they catch those guys. Groupama still out front. Ineos jumps out there now. Everyone wants stage win, guys. They're wanting stage win. Just pulled back 4 seconds on Baudine. It's at 110 now. Current speed just over 55k an hour. Got 3-4 riders here again. Jayco Alula's there. Decathlon's there. Ineos is there. Ineos on the radio with 2 Ineos riders here. They do have a gap now, guys. There's probably 6 or 7 riders here in this gap. I got to go back to PCS here, see what's going on. Yeah. It's hard to keep up with this one. Alex Baudine riding solo here for EF at the front. Just time trial it, dude. Just get it. Okay, more attacks. There's been a UAE rider jump out of that group of 6 or 7 I talked about. Peloton behind us, and that's enough. It's Vermarque going again for UAE. Jayco Alula comes. 2 Ineos riders. 1 Decathlon, Visma, Groupama, and a Soudal Quickstep, or maybe that's an Alpecin guy there. I'll try to get some names here right away, guys. I'll jump back over here, see if we got better data. Yeah, it's just saying several attacks. It was actually Vauquelin trying to get away, it's saying here. Vauquelin is trying to get away. And I think the Peloton, dude, the Peloton is underpowered right now. That GC Peloton, there's maybe 20 riders in it. Looks like chasing 7 or 8 with Baudine out front. I'll jump to PCS again here. So we've got Vermarque noted, Kevin Vauquelin, Luc Plaque he's a time trialist here for Jayco Alula, so this makes sense for him. Rudy Mollard. I think there's a couple of dudes that have been hiding in between. They're trying to bridge on as well. They are. There's a Bora rider coming, another Visma rider's coming. So we got 2 Visma riders up there, 2 Ineos riders up there, Jayco Alula with 1 rider. There's a second Ineos rider that's not showing up yet. Paul looking chill. 1 minute from the Chase group, the Vermarque group, to Baudine. Now, guys, at the finish line here with under 2 kilometers to go, we're at 3.7. Oh, sorry, guys. I have to highlight, refresh this for you. We're at 3.7 to go, but at 2 kilometers to go, there's a 4% gradient, kicks up to 9, back to 5%. So it's not a flat run-in. There is a bit of a climb. Ooh, that chasing group, they're just destroying themselves. Just constant attacks coming. They're not working together. They know now's the chance to try to get to Baudine, who's probably fading. He's still got 57 seconds, though. 57 seconds for Baudine. We're all cheering for Baudine here, guys. Let's zoom back in. So we came through the 10K mark. Here we are. Baudine riding solo now, saying 3.1 kilometers to go. Chase group, probably 10 riders. 10 riders, pretty strung out. I would say not working well together. They're not, yeah, dilly-dally. Let's start looking at each other. Ineos pulls off, looks back. UAE pulls to one side, looks back, just kind of messing around. You're not going to catch him doing that. You are not going to catch him. Cheering for Bodine all the way. He's got his head down. He's got a gel sticking out of his back pocket here. Yeah, Dawn, 1992 Tour de France, pretty awesome. Jonas doing tile work in altitude chambers. Funny image. Yeah, exactly. Dawn, why did time trials get so short from 64? Dude, I guess time trials not as exciting for the fans. That's my favorite event. And there's always been a battle over the years of, and it's not just always been, in the past, there was too much time trials. Way back when, there was way too many time trials, and then the climbers didn't have a chance. I don't think they've got the balance right now. Because if you were to put two 65K time trials into the Tour de France, Remco might have a chance. Right now, he doesn't. We know Remco will beat Poggi in a time trial. So it would just get bigger and bigger, those gaps. 2:47 at the Worlds. I mean, that could have been, an off day for Poggi. But 3 minutes on your direct competitor in one stage. Imagine that, a couple more stages of that. That's huge. Ron, feel like I'm in a Tour de France history class trying to keep up. Don, love it, dude. We're all here learning all the time. Oliver Schwernard. Oliver, you are on the pin map. Oliver, you are on the pin map, dude. I got you, bro. I got you. Oliver, there you are, dude. I put you in Quebec City. I think you're in Quebec City. We got Oliver in Quebec City. We got Alex Bodine also. We're watching a bike race here at 1.8. I put D Trek, follows me on Strava, in Montreal. And yeah, there we go, guys. 1.7, it's 49 seconds back to the chase group, and they're not working that good together. Bodine is in the uphill section here now, guys. They are climbing here at the finish. Two riders out the back of the chase group. It's now down to a reduced group. It looks like 9 riders here. Both the Ineos boys are there. Luke Plapp's trying to bridge back on. He's bringing that Ineos rider with him. 1.5 Ks to go. 45 seconds. Alex Bodine, get it, dude. Get it. Oliver, sup guys? Can I get too long didn't read on the stage? Alex Bodine has taken the Mountains jersey on stage 1. He has 14 points. He's out front by himself. 1.4 kilometers to go here on Flow Bikes. Tour Tracker's saying 1.3. There's a chase group of about 10 riders. 2 Ineos riders there with Kevin Vauquelin. So, smart move by Vauquelin there. Taking time out of the other GC boys right away. Paul's on the front now driving hard, guys. The GC group's going, okay, dudes, we got to start doing some work. Because they're giving 25 seconds to Vauquelin in that chase group. Vauquelin is a GC contender at this race, guys. Going to catch up here right away. Bodine, 1 click to go right now, guys. Watching Flow Bikes, reading the chat, not looking at the stuff over here, so I don't see any surprises. Rail, 60K TT is maybe too much for me, but I would love to come back for a 40K. Yeah, dudes, they need longer time trials. Like, if they want to make the race fair, because, dudes, we all do it. Everyone's like, yeah, what's Remco going to do? I said this morning, Remco won't make the podium. Put a 65-kilometer time trial in there, Remco is probably on the podium. Put another time trial in there, Remco might win the Tour de France. That's it. It's hills. The hills are the scenery, the mountains. It doesn't suit him. But, when you're out there riding your bikes, and you see that dude come by and he's time trialing like a beast by himself, that's impressive to me. That is so... He's riding solo, doing all the work. Doesn't have a team to support him. GC Peloton going through the 1 kilometer mark. Remember, Vauquelin is a GC rider, and he's up the road. Probably going to rip 20 to 30 seconds away from his main competitors today. Oh, geez, man. Okay, I just virtually sticky bottled there, guys. Bodine, oh yeah, Bodine's already waving the crowds. Yes, dude. Yes, power. Stage win for EF. Frick, yeah, dude. He almost punched his handlebars. He's so excited. Gets the KOM jersey. 10 riders coming through in the second group, including Volkalon. I don't know who the Ineos rider is with them. It was Ayuso attacking. There was a Lido Trek rider attacking out of the GC group, and Paul went. Looks like Luke Plapp will probably come in second place here. Strong guy for Jake Olula. Now Vermarque goes to the front now. No. Second place looks like it was an Alpecin rider. Going to catch those names right away, guys. And the clock's ticking here. Very diminished GC group. Here comes Del Toro flying over the top here. Will be the first out of the GC group to come through. They were almost 45 seconds behind Baudin. Let's go back to PCS for the stats here, guys. Okay, so we got Baudin coming in first. Yeah, it was an Alpecin rider. Ramses De Bruyne here, who I don't know. 23-year-old for Alpecin Premier Tech. And Leo Bissot for Decathlon. This guy's a really good rider, too. This guy's a main lieutenant for Paul coming up. However, he will not be at the Tour de France. Why not? Why not? Why is he not at the Tour de France? So we got Baudin coming in first. De Bruyne, Leo Bissot, Kevin Vermarque for UAE. Rudy Millard was for Groupama. He initiated the initial attacks, probably initiated the initial. There we go. Long pause. I just came around for 709er. Ben Tullett, that's the Visma rider that was up there. Luke Plapp for Jake Olula. Luke Tuckwell for Red Bull Bora Hansgrohe. Kevin Volkalon, Oscar only was there too. They never mentioned Oscar's name once. Very poor, job identifying all the riders. So yeah, take a look at that, guys. So they already have a gap over the other GC guys. They already have a gap. They probably just pulled 20, 25 seconds, I think, on Juan Ayuso, on Oscar. Sorry, Oscar. Del Toro. Oscar's in this front group. So let's just wait a second here, guys, for the GC. It's been 101 race days. That's 660 days, almost 2 years since the last victory for Alex Baudin. I'm going to get caught up with the chat here. Got a lot of chat going on here. Yeah, Ron, Baudin showed up pretty well in a race earlier this year, too. Big time gaps coming up here. There's still riders coming in 3 minutes down. Ron's got to jump early. Note that Is was given Decathlon team with, say, the 50, so he's riding number 51. Okay. Aaron's saying that the most common number to win the Tour de France is 51, and that's what Paul's riding today here. Yeah, huge win for EF here, guys, and the KOM jersey. Charles loves the TTT. Yeah, dude, I love a TT. I love the team time trial. Watching like 8 or 9 dudes. Remember the old days of 9? They used to have 10 riders. Like just all working together. The noise of the bikes going by. How precise they are. Absolutely love it. So waiting for GC standings here, guys. So yeah, I'm going to say, let's just say to be conservative, 20 seconds will be the gap between Onley and Volkalon to their main GC competitors of Ayuso, Del Toro, Paul. Nice little gap to have right away. So we'll see that right away. Morning, dudes. Fab Cycling's here. Fab, you're on the pin chart. Fab, you're on the pin chart. Just so you know, I put you on there. Dude, so here you are, Fab. I just kind of threw you in here into the Bahamas somewhere. Here's my favorite town, Cockburn Town, right here. Cockburn Town, it's my favorite place. It's not. No one likes that. What am I talking about? Oh yeah, here we go, guys. GC, Alex Baudin. Ooh, nice gap. Yeah, good gap, guys. 32 seconds back to the second group, the Chasers. That includes Volkalon and Only. Gap from them to Del Toro. 12 seconds. So I said conservatively 20, so I was really aggressive. So Colin's conservative is quite aggressive, just so you know that from now on, guys. But still, only Oscar, Kevin, they have a 12-second lead over Del Toro. Dudes, I never even mentioned that Uta Brooks is here. Ayuso there as well. Trying to just hang on. Paul's there as well. They're 44 seconds back over Alex Baudin. Vauquelin, Luke Plapp only at 32 seconds back from Baudin. Let's take a look at tomorrow's stage, guys. Let's do this. Saint-Martin, Les Venus, to Le Puy-en-Velay. And let's take a look at the profile here. 234 Ks, big day. Big day. We got a Category 2 to start right off the rip. Followed up with just a sweet little Category 3. Downhill into the valley systems. Then we got a nice Category 2, 11 kilometers at 4.4%. A sprint point. This looks like a heavy stage to me. You can see that back part of the stage is up and down. Just small ones all the way. Up and down all the way. I'm doing this with my hand. Up and down, up and down, up. Then we hit a Category 2. Followed with a Category 3, which might give them a chance to do what just happened today with Baudin. There's downhill at the end there, guys. 10, 15 kilometers of it. There's about 10 to 15 kilometers of downhill for someone to escape tomorrow. Where we're going to be? Somewhere in France. That's going to be an interesting stage tomorrow. Let's see what time it starts at. What time am I getting up tomorrow, guys? That's 3:30 in the morning. So we'll see what I do with this one. I'll be up for it. I don't know if I'll be on right away. Maybe I'll be on like at either I start at the beginning or I start at kilometer 80. Avoid these first two climbs. I don't want to catch all this downhill. You guys let me know. Yeah, Baudin will ride in yellow tomorrow, even though he has polka dots. I think second place will be probably Samitier. I think he had some good points. Actually, let's take a look at that. Polka dots tomorrow will be Samitier. Sergio Samitier will ride polka dots tomorrow. Mission accomplished for EF today. Kim LaSalle. Kim, you're on the pin chart. Kim saying Remco has to survive the 3 weeks and he goofs his tactics by chasing others instead of riding his own tempo. Give him a time trial. Give him 2 65-kilometer time trials and Remco wins the Tour de France. Trying to catch up, guys. Yeah, Rail. Vauquelin only gained a little bit of time. Alex Baudin in the yellow jersey, guys. 32 seconds back to a group of 9 riders here, like in the GC standings. Then we have to bounce back to 44 seconds to our main GC guys. That's not to say Vauquelin and only aren't main GC guys, because they definitely are. Plapp going really well this year. Yeah, he is. Could he fight for a top 10 at the Tour? Dude, that'd be incredible for Jake Alula. Onse and later Movistar were always TTT specialist. Yeah, tomorrow is puncher course. It's going to be a real rough stage tomorrow, guys. Aaron saying the break is definitely taking the stage tomorrow. Classics Rider Day. Dudes, exciting stuff here. Dudes, I'm glad I'm back. It's going to be a banger. I'll think about this one later today, what I want to do. It all depends how the day... I guess it's only Sunday. I guess it depends what comes up with work today, what I got to do tomorrow. Am I shocking a well? I don't know. Quite shocking. A 24 hours of Le Mans type time trial is what Remco might need to win. Yeah, I just think right now the Tour favors climbers. Doesn't favor the time trials anymore. And in the past, it was designed... I'll go back a bit, guys. There were stages in the past where I know for a fact individual time trials over 100 kilometers. We're probably talking like in the 60s. And, individual time trials of 80 and 90K weren't that unheard of back then. And I still... probably even into the 80s, they had some really long time trials. And then they've been getting shorter and shorter and shorter. And now with everyone's attention span, they may not even have them anymore. Who knows? People have no more attention span. Dudes, I'm going to jump. I got lots to do today. I got to try to reschedule the house. Wow, it's only 7:05 in the morning, so super short day for me. Yeah, that's going to be it, guys. We've got the ladies racing too. Anna Vanderbriggen. Let's see where they're at. They still got 87 kilometers to go in that one. I'm not going to be sticking around for this one today, guys. I got to get that stuff planned out and get my day started. So thanks for watching, everyone. This is Colin, Inside Cycling World. Let's blow this baby up for Tour de France, guys. I'm really hoping the Tour de France will be at least what it was last year for turnouts. Last year blew me out of the water. It's got to be bigger this year. It has to be. But I got it. But I'm kind of getting worried I'm not going to even get that. So we'll see what happens. Dudes, thanks for watching. A couple last comments here. Neem Fisher needs to... Yeah, Neem over there. Dawn's cheering on Anna Vanderbriggen. Yeah, she'll end up winning that one unless something falls apart for... Ooh, I got really crazy hair right now. Need a haircut. Okay, dudes.